Hi, it's Allison, your certified personal trainer, and today I'm going to teach you how to plank. Don't be scared. We're going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to show you the easier version and then a more progressive version, a more advanced version. So we'll run through it twice, and we're only going to count for 10 seconds per move since we're just learning how to get into the move safely, correctly, alignment, and then get out of them. So it's actually a pretty quick workout today, and it's really just about learning how to be in the correct alignment. So without further ado, we're going to start with just a regular plank. We've got 3 types today: a regular, a side, and a reverse. So here we go. You're going to come down to your forearms. Don't worry about your butt being up in the air yet. I want you to make sure that your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Your palms are going to be flat, fingers are spread wide. Now you see my butt is up in the air, so that's not going to work. I'm not engaging my core this way. So I'm going to push my knees all the way back, push my shoulders a little bit forward, squeeze my glutes, and now you can keep your feet on the floor or lift them up, just player's choice. And now here we are in a modified forearm plank on your knees. You can always put a cushion down or a pillow or a blanket for under your knees too. So you want to make sure that you don't let your hips go like this, and you want to make sure you don't let your booty go up in the air like that. So here we go. 10, 9, keep your neck in line with the rest of your back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the pubic bone down. Little baby cobra stretch. Excellent. And now we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do it a little bit more challenging. So we'll start on our knees and then progress onto our toes. So it's the same setup. First, we check underneath our elbows. Elbow, shoulder alignment. Then our hands are at 11, fingers are spread wide. Booty is up, so we gotta push those knees back. Adjust a little bit. And now you can stay here for the count and just make sure that you keep your neck in a nice straight line. You don't wanna look at your belly button or look up towards the sky, that will hurt. And now if we wanna make it more challenging, you tuck those toes, engage, squeeze butt, lift up. So now it's even harder. And the nice thing about a core workout, and a plank especially, is that you're working the entire body. I'm working the shoulders, I'm squeezing my glutes, my lower abdominals, my transverse abdominals, everything is just on fire, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, untuck the toes, sit back quickly for a child's pose, glutes towards the heels, forehead comes down. Breathe. So that is 2 versions of a forearm plank. Now we're going to move on to how to do a side plank. I'm going to show you 2 versions. So you are going to bring your right arm down. And again, shoulder, elbow alignment, arm is flat, fingers are spread wide. Bring your knees a little bit in front of you and together, hand is on hip. Keep those shoulders nice and engaged, so you don't want to be down or like this. You want to be like kind of like a string is pulling you up all the way from your elbow through the shoulder up. And then you inhale to prepare. Exhale, you push off those knees. And then you can lift that top arm. And I want you to think about engaging these obliques. The obliques are the sides of your body, the sides of your core. 10, 9, and you want to make sure your elbow is still over underneath that shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand to hip, and now very gently come down. Really good. Sit on up, roll the shoulders, reverse. We're going to do it again, but we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. Remember, you can stay with level 1. Level 2. Same thing with your arm, elbow, shoulder, palm flat, fingers spread wide. Instead of having the knees bent, you're gonna have the legs straight, hand on hip, you'll come up. So now here, we're using a lot more oblique work and shoulder work to hold even more of us up. Arm can also come up, palm faces me. 10, 9, really push up through the hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand to hip, knees down, butt down. Good. And then roll that shoulder. We'll go to the other side. So left side. Set yourselves up. Palm flat, fingers spread wide, shoulder over that elbow, hand on hip. Knees are a little bit in front of you, glued together. Engage your core. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you push and lift those hips and obliques off the ground. So you're really pushing that top hip up, feeling it in those lower obliques. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down. Breathe, roll the shoulder. You also want to make sure you're not pulling on your neck because that will hurt. You don't want to feel this in your neck. If you do, then you want to stay with the knee version instead of coming with me to all toes, because then you're going to be putting too much strain on your neck. So if you're coming with me, come on down. Check that shoulder. You have to protect your shoulder. Now shoulder over elbow. Palm is flat, fingers spread wide. I'm gonna bring the legs out, arm is up. I'm gonna inhale to prepare and exhale lifts me up. And then I'm gonna really push my hips up. I'm not gonna face down. I'm gonna face you with a proud chest. 10, 9, 8. And I'm not gonna look down. I'm not gonna look up. I'm gonna look straight ahead. 7, 6, 5, 4, keep pushing up. 3, 2, 1, hand to hip. Bend those knees gently, come down. Excellent, roll those shoulders. Roll the neck. So it's also a shoulder workout. Okay, last one is the reverse plank. So we are going to come onto our backs. And now you're going to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders again. That's the common theme here. Palms are flat. Same thing with the arms. Now it's just that your fingertips are facing you and your chest is facing the sky instead of facing the floor. Now from here, I'm going to bring my feet out, hip distance apart, and I'm going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze my glutes, lift up. You don't want to bring the neck all over. Oh, gosh, that really does hurt. You just want to keep like a tennis ball between the chin and the sternum and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hips, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gently come down. Breathe, sit up for a moment. Again, the shoulders. One more, we're gonna make it a little harder now with extended legs. Always you can stay with bent knees. So same setup, shoulders underneath, hip distance, palms flat, fingers are spread wide. And now, inhale brings you up. Bring the legs out, point the toes. Woo, this is the hardest one for me. Squeeze the glutes, lift up, straight legs. 10, 9, you could hear it in my voice, I'm shaking. 7, 6, 5, push down through those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1, gently, slowly come down and sit on up. Let's do a little cat-cow just for a little spinal mobility, and then end in a child's pose to stretch it out. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then we arch the back, look up. And then round, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, push down. Breathing, this is your cat pose. One more time. Pushing the chest through to cow. So good. And then rounding out for cat. Coming to a neutral tabletop, bring your toes to touch. Your knees spread nice and wide. Glutes come back towards your heels. Arms extended, forehead comes down. Breathe here. 10, 9, feel a nice stretch in your back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slowly come up. And now let's stretch out the neck. Left hand's on top. Bring that left ear towards that left shoulder. Ooh, feel it all along the right side of the neck. I know planks can be really straining on the neck, so you want to give your neck some love. And then over to the other side. Three, 2, 1. Up nice and gently, and that's it. You just learned how to do a modified forearm plank on your knees, then on your toes. You learned how to do side planks on your knees and on your toes. And then you also learned the really tough reverse tabletop, reverse plank on your feet and with knees bent, and then straight legs. So tough, but so good. Keep practicing this video. It doesn't come naturally at first, at least it didn't for me. I needed to practice a lot, so don't be afraid to just keep practicing and practicing. You will get this, I promise. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.